Hey friends,
I'm Steve.
and I'm Angela,
And we are
Midlife Cruising. We live full-time on the Villa Vie Odyssey residential cruise ship, and we share all things cruise life and all things cruise ports.
In today's episode, we continue our China trip in Beijing.
Yes, in this video we have all kinds of things to share, including the Ming tombs, the Summer Palace, which was amazing, probably second to the Great Wall. It's definitely a place you should visit. And we share all about the big military lockdown, because we were actually in a hotel right down the street from where they had their huge military parade. Their 80th year anniversary. Who was there?
President Xi from China, Vladimir Putin from Russia, and Kim Jong-un from North Korea.
Yeah, right down the road. So we'll tell you more about that lockdown later.
Well, we hope you enjoy this episode.
The Ming tombs are a UNESCO World Heritage Site located outside Beijing, comprising the mausoleums of 13 Ming Dynasty emperors built between the 15th and 17th centuries in a valley chosen for its adherence to feng shui principles.
Yeah.
Each emperor's tomb is distinct in scale and design, but all reflect the grandeur of Ming architecture, with magnificent halls, red walls, and intricate carvings. Today, several tombs are open to visitors, including the two we visited, the Dingling, where archaeologists excavated the underground palace, and Chengling, the largest and best preserved mausoleum. So we are in the underground palace.
We are 30 meters down under the ground, and here is the coffin bed. And our guide here is going to give us a little explanation. And also they give some strict warnings here when there's inclement weather. Well, as you can tell by the bright sunshine here, it is incredibly hot. And one thing we've really been enjoying are these Gatorade-esque drinks. And this peach one is delicious.
So we planned on staying 5 nights in this specific hotel in Beijing, and on day 2 we received this letter, and this is what it said. This is from the hotel. Thank you for staying at said hotel, as China will hold military parade in Beijing to mark the 80th anniversary of victory in the global war against fascism on September 3rd, 2025. Starting on the 2nd of September at 6 p.m. until September 3rd, the activity ending time, the roads around the hotel will be closed to both pedestrians and vehicles. Please arrange your travel plans reasonably and come back to the hotel before 6 p.m. Do not go out before the activity ends on September 3rd. We thank you for understanding and apologize for any inconvenience. So they basically told us, we went into the desk and said, what? And they said, you can't leave the hotel after 6 p.m. And then the next day, we'll let you know when you can leave, because the parade was at 10. So they said they couldn't really give us an end time when it'd be safe for us to go out. We're like, what do you mean safe to go out? They said even locals can't attend. And so several of us, because we were there with a large group, decided, you know what, let's go stay in a hotel outside of the lockdown zone. So a few of us went over to the Sheraton. Groups just went all over. There were a few that decided to stay, and in the end they said the next day they only waited a little bit of time and they got to go out and it was fine. But you know what, I wasn't interested in gambling that. I didn't want to be in a lockdown zone because you know who was down the road. It didn't feel comfortable, so we moved. We didn't want to be in lockdown, so out we went.
Here's the bathroom, great water pressure. We have the old style telephone in here. Here's what the shower is. Pretty big, giant tub. This used to be at Crown Plaza, so it was great back in the day. And then probably 3 times as big as the hotel rooms we stayed at in Japan. Very spacious, super spacious. Thought something that was incredibly interesting was the price list of damaged items here. So if you tear the walls down, this is what you're going to have to pay. I think there's a Joe Walsh song in here somewhere. But a very spacious hotel room. It's a bit dated, but it is what it is. We were right in the center of all the action here. So we are moving on to hotel number 2 here in Beijing, headed to the Sheraton. Let's see how that is. All right, here's the lobby of the hotel. Like I said, it's an old school Crown Plaza. It's seen better days, I think. It just needs some capital improvements.
So our other hotel in the city center is on lockdown for the military parade, and we weren't even allowed to leave the hotel for 24 hours. So we did what we do best. We booked a Marriott, and boy, are we glad, because these rooms are night and day difference. Air conditioning. Look how lovely this bathroom is. So we wanted to move to the south side of town, one out of the military zone, most importantly. And then the other was, we're closer to the train station for when we leave. We've also noticed that all the hotels in China come with a gas mask in case of fire. So that's very interesting. A little worrisome, but you know, everybody's different. check out this bad boy. We're not even at a JW. We're at a Sheridan. It's our view. I didn't think I was bougie, but my mood is so much better now.
Beijing, the capital of China, is a city where ancient history and rapid modernization exist side by side. Known as the political, cultural, and educational heart of the country, Beijing is home to iconic landmarks such as the Forbidden City, the Temple of Heaven, and the Summer Palace. Just outside the city, sections of the Great Wall of China wind across the mountains, offering a glimpse into the nation's storied past. With its blend of imperial architecture, traditional hutong alleyways, and modern skyscrapers, Beijing represents both China's deep-rooted heritage and its dynamic future.
Beijing has just under 22 million people, ranking it 8th in the world by population.
The Summer Palace in Beijing is a masterpiece of traditional Chinese landscape design and one of the most celebrated imperial gardens in the world. Originally built in the 18th century during the Qing dynasty, it served as a retreat for emperors and for their families to escape the summer heat of the Forbidden City. The palace complex combines natural beauty with the intricate architecture centered around the vast Kunming Lake and the wooded Longevity Hill. Visitors can admire elegant pavilions, marble bridges, richly decorated halls, and long covered walkways adorned with thousands of painted scenes, all carefully arranged to embody harmony between man and nature.
Well, it is a warm and muggy day already, although we have no sun. It's overcast, but it is muggy. No motorized carts up here.
Well, here we are at the Summer Palace, a definite must-do if you are in Beijing. I think the top two things we've done in China are the Great Wall and the Summer Palace. A vast complex of buildings, lakes. It's a masterpiece of a garden. It is unbelievable and originally built in
1750.
Wow. It is quite a place. Definitely bucket list. Put it on it. It reflects the height of Chinese garden design, blending aesthetics, symbolism, and function. Despite suffering damage during the Anglo-French invasion of 1860 and again during the Boxer Rebellion, the palace was restored and remains a symbol of resilience and cultural heritage. Today, it is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Beijing's top attractions, drawing millions of visitors each year who come to stroll its scenic grounds, take boat rides on Kunming Lake, and experience the timeless elegance of China's imperial past.
All right, when you're in Beijing, you must make the Summer Palace one of your stops.
Absolutely.
So nice, so nice.
And go early. They open early, like at 7, and beat the crowds. It's a honey relief drink. It's the drink of the 2023 Snooker Championships. This was left in our hotel room as a treat. And the treat is just watching it.
All right, now that all the honey has sort of dissolved, but not all the way, let's give it a shot. Tastes like honey and water.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, we have another channel called Villa Vie Odyssey Rentals, and we've been sharing a lot of rentals lately and even another room for sale. So keep checking that out if you want to come join us for a short or long-term stay aboard the Villa Vie Odyssey.
Thanks again to those that give to Super Thanks and Buy Me a Coffee. You guys are incredibly special, and thank you, thank you, thank you.
And hopefully our next video will be about Shanghai, because after 5 days in Beijing, we take a bullet train over to Shanghai for 5 days before returning back to the ship.
Remember to give us the big thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode. Consider subscribing, commenting, sharing, all those things that helps the channel out. And until next time,
bye friends.